it was actually kind of funny. Um, so I was getting ready this morning. I was about to put on a different shirt. I'm like, well, I say different. Really, it was like an undershirt. And I'm like, wait, what am I doing? It's hump day. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Good morning and happy hump day, everyone. And I should probably fix the camera. And I should fix the towel as well. So much needs to happen. Maybe I should be sitting on the towel. Maybe I should just sort of like drape it over like this. So I'm not like actually sitting on it maybe. There. So it actually work. Okay, kind of works. Let's see. What is my low? What is my high? And what is my act of kindness? Here's the thing. I do know what my low is. And on a technical note, both my low and my high are intertwined. They just involve something very personal. Personal in the sense that it's a magnificent change involving some people that I know. And it's good that they're making this change. It's just a sort of change that doesn't come without some drawbacks, let's say. I'd rather not get into it, but suffice it to say, the instant I heard this news, like, I could legit feel my heart sink. Like, really and truly. It's that sort of thing. I mean, physically I'm fine, and I'm happy that these people I know are making this change. Right? My high is that they're making this change at all. Like, this is great. But again, it doesn't come without some drawbacks. What's my act of kindness? Actually, you know what? I helped someone with a lot of stuff yesterday. And I thought that was really cool. Well, just a little bit of housekeeping. Game 4 is tonight. You know, the Knicks versus the Spurs. The Knicks are winning 2-1 in the series. I had Knicks in 5. So that's what I got. I'm kind of at a loss for what's going on right now because, I mean, yeah, America's Got Talent's been on, but I've been so busy lately I haven't really been able to watch it. I mean, lately, I'd say for like the last month, I've been having a lot of like dreams when I'm asleep that they do kind of make sense, but they don't. If that makes sense. And then like this morning as I was getting ready, it occurred to me, like, I know somewhat, dreams can be reoccurring some of the time. Like, I don't think I've ever really had like the exact same dream, more than once. However, I have had dreams where there was a kind of a theme involved. I mean, for example, when I was younger, after I saw the Dawn of the Dead remake, that is actually when I had nightmares about the zombie apocalypse. No lie. But it wasn't the exact same. Like, one dream I had, like, took place with me inside of a bunker, with obviously me being safe, but we couldn't go outside for obvious reasons. Another had me, like, fighting off a zombie that was in my car and I'm in the driver's seat. Another had me running along the road on that leads to my cottage on Cuca Lake. So yeah, like, there's a theme here, but they weren't like the exact same thing. And a similar thing could be said about the dreams I've ever had when I was ever standing in front of a large group of people. Thankfully, none of that ever involved me in my underwear. I know I've shared this dream before, but no kidding. I once had a dream where I was, like, on a stage, surrounded by, like, a whole bunch of people, and I was, like, hugging a girl, which, considering that I was, like, in my teens at the time, I think that was my ultimate sign that, yeah, I was supposed to like girls. Again, it's Pride Month. I'm straight, but I'm an ally. I have a towel here, so it's Pride Month. That was really cool. I actually did have a dream I was doing stand-up one time. Couldn't tell you any of the jokes that I ever said, though. But I do remember not getting booed, so that was cool. But I would say the most recurring, quote-unquote, theme when it comes to me having dreams is me being back in school. Like, yeah, there were plenty of times I had, dreams of me being in school back when I was actually in school, but I'm in my mid-30s. And I know for a fact that I don't miss, like, the day-to-day grind of going to school, which, I mean, does make sense. I guess I'm kind of thinking about this now, seeing as how the school year in my area is just about over, and all that's left is the seniors graduating. But I swear, anytime I ever have a dream when I'm back in school, it takes me embarrassingly longer than it should for me to realize that, it takes me embarrassingly longer than it should for me to ask myself the question, wait, what am I doing here? I'm in my mid-30s. I shouldn't be in school anymore. And even then, I know I wind up, like, not waking up until, I just do. Oh yeah, the school dreams are, like, weird. Like, there were dreams I was on my way to school. There were dreams where, like, actually, you know what? I want to point this out. Because, yes, I've had dreams where, like, I was, for example, in Horseheads High School. But it's been a really good while since I've had, like, a dream when I was specifically there. And I think it might have something to do with the fact that I've been more involved with, Horseheads in the community at large. At least I think that's what it is. I definitely had dreams I was back at Trinity Pauling. I absolutely have. And nothing particularly bad was happening. Like, it was just me, like, in the class. Like, or walking on campus. Or just, like, simple things like that. And yes, I've also had dreams that I was in college too. But those ones make the least amount of sense to me. Because, well, for starters, again, I'm in my mid-30s. I don't go to school anymore, period. But I swear there are dreams where I get my set schedule for what my classes are. And I think for whatever reason, there winds up being some overlap in terms of like, I wind up missing a class because of it or something. I don't know. It's really weird. I do remember there was one class where I was taking a Spanish exam. That's pretty cool. In a dream. I mean, a dream I was taking a Spanish exam, which, back when I spoke Spanish a lot more fluently, I guess it really wasn't that bad, but remember, this is a dream, so, yeah, it really does feel like a test I didn't study for. Yeah. So, yes, I can say I've had that particular dream before, technically. I've had dreams where I'm walking on my college campus, although it kind of, I don't know what college campus it was, but it didn't look like Gettysburg College to me, unless I was walking along a route I don't normally walk. Like, at least when it came to the dreams where I was on Trinity Pauling's campus, like, I could recognize certain aspects of that particular campus. Like, I could almost picture exactly where I was walking. I mean, I guess it does boil down to, maybe I should, like, well, again, it's been a while since I've had any of these dreams. I think it's because I've been at least more actively involved with horse heads. Not so much Trinity Pauling, but that's really because Trinity Pauling's it's a prep school that's well over 3.5 hours away. It's kind of hard to really, go there. But I do keep up with some current events going on there, of course. And as for Gettysburg College, I did share this in the video before, but at the moment, considering my overall experience, I don't really have the most intention of ever going back. But that's not to say I never will. I mean, full stop. After I was done with Trinity Pauling, keep in mind I was like 19 years old. I was jaded, and there were some people that I absolutely never wanted to see ever again. And by extension, I thought the only way to ever see him again was to never go back to Trinity Pauling. It actually wasn't until around my 5-year reunion was the first time I went back after I graduated. And it was just a suggestion from my mom. And for those of you who don't know the story, I went, and this was right after I ran my first marathon too. So, actually, this is a pretty satisfying story. But for those of you who don't know, when I was at Trinity Pauling, I couldn't play football because prep schools only have like 4 postgraduates on their team, and they already got their 4 recruits before I was accepted in. So I had to do cross country. And I had a coach who would always yell at us to move our feet. So when I went back for my 5-year reunion at Trinity Pauling, I wound up seeing that coach again. And again, this is after I ran my first wine glass marathon. So in a full circle moment, I got to say to my coach, I moved my feet, coach. That was actually pretty satisfying, I'm not going to lie. And yeah, it wound up being a really great experience, and for sure I always go back every 5 years. I would like to go back every 5 years. Just thinking about something. I mean, again, when it comes to Gettysburg College, there were definitely some people, particularly several teammates in both wrestling and cross country, that definitely soured my experience there. Of course, watch. If for whatever reason I wanted to go back to Gettysburg College, I'm going to be kicking myself, be like, man, why did I not go back sooner? I'm sure that's going to happen. I'm sure that's absolutely going to happen. But, I mean, again, I haven't had any of these dreams in a while. In fact, I think I would say I haven't had anything like that in a few months. Because it's never consistent. But at least, because I'll be honest, it's incredibly rare that I've ever had a dream where anything made sense. But when it happened, I definitely paid attention. I definitely tried to listen. And I mean, I've been more involved with horse heads. I talk about Trinity Polling as much as I can. And even though I have no intention of ever going back to, Gettysburg College, that doesn't mean I'll never go back. So, I guess I'll take that what I will. I'll be honest, I feel better about having talked about that. I should probably do videos. Well, I would say I should do videos like this more often, but, I do have the State of My Being address coming up soon. So I guess I'm not in a hurry to do so. But I should give myself an opportunity to make more videos like this. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very helping these videos for all of you guys who watch the show. For anyone, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk, change, we're here to lend you back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.